Hi, this is Kyan, and you're watching Myles Presents.
Some say it gets easier. It feels like no one understands.
Joining me is Kyan. What are you saying, man?
Nice to meet you.
Cool. So how you doing?
I'm good.
We're talking about sometimes as well, you know,
We are.
and remote view.
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes the track itself, you've had that for ages, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
not a new track whatsoever.
No.
So, and I know it's about a breakup. So, obviously, so many years on from now, like, how do you feel about the track? Are you still attached to it, or is it?
It's one of those ones where I think you use new experiences to,
Yeah.
you know, and I've just recently, it's personal, but I've just recently gone through like something, you know, a kind of similar situation, and so the song now, it means more to me than it ever has done, and it's kind of brought all that back, and it's like, wow, like if I was to write a song now about how I feel, it would be sometimes. So it's kind of come around a full circle, really.
Just a timeless track for you.
Yeah, completely.
But that's
completely.
you know, the best tracks are timeless.
Yeah.
That is true. So with the music video as well, you know, you're in what beach is that, by the way?
It's in the Isle of Sheppey.
Isle of Sheppey. Where is that?
Well, you have to Google it.
Oh my days. Like, you have to bang out Google Maps in the whole interview.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you're kind of like, like there's nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
You're just playing a piano in the middle of this grey beach, and it really sets the mood for like the whole of the, you know, the music video itself.
Yeah.
Like, what made you choose that location?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to. I'd had two previous videos that were kind of quite futuristic and, you know, quite kind of full on, and for this, just because the song was so kind of simple and stripped back, I just wanted a video which kind of represented the same kind of emotion. And yeah, it is about that thing of having nowhere to hide and just being like completely laid bare, nothing to hide behind.
Yeah. So what other settings would you use if you was to make like another video with it?
Oh, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. You just keep it that straight.
That was it.
That's the perfect choice though. Yeah. Because you don't want to change anything else up.
Definitely.
But you know, obviously, because you like write your own music, produce your own music, you record. You play instruments. You play guitar, right?
Yeah, and
piano. So do you think that obviously by doing all of it together, it makes your stuff more creative?
Sometimes not.
Why sometimes not though?
Well, sometimes not, because I'm not the most amazing. I'm not the best pianist in the world, or the best guitarist in the world, or the best producer in the world.
You could have fooled me with that.
No, but like I do it because I love it, and because, you know, doing it myself, it means I can harness the inspiration anytime. You know, you can't arrange a session at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. But if you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm inspired, then you can do it. So that I've kind of done it out of necessity. That's
true, but you know, sometimes you can actually just be like, I'm just going to record this bit and then just call everyone else up after.
Yeah. There's this thing called multi-tracking that they invented in the 70s. You can do that, yeah.
So obviously with sometimes, it's quite like, so it's quite dark, isn't it? Yeah. It's different vibe to some of the other stuff that you've done before, you know, working with like Luna George. Being on stage at Capital Summertime Ball with Duke Dumont singing 100%, which is a big look as well, with them people there. And also, you know, working with Madeon and getting to number 36 in the French charts as well. So what's it like being kind of like known in different countries as well as like just the UK?
It's great. Like all you want is just as many people as possible to be aware of you. And that's what we're trying to do. And
what do you think about dance music as a whole? Is it something that you'd want to go into like in the future, or what's your vibe?
I'm at the moment I'm writing for you know, quite a few dance acts, and it's something I enjoy writing over for sure. But yeah, for my own music, no, I'm not going to be doing dance music.
So what's the difference in writing for dance acts? Like, what type of mind frame do you need to be in?
It's just, I just get really into it. Like I just start jumping around the room, and I'm just like, oh my god, I get really into it, and I just go with the flow.
Really skank it out,
yeah, I do.
So it's got to be done though, innit?
Yeah, no, it does.
You've got to get in the vibe.
You have to get into the zone, you know. No one's in a club being like, oh, so today I'm gonna, you know,
today I'm going to
do
do this. Yeah, you can't be just like zoned in like a dark way, innit?
No, exactly.
So then, when you write your own music, how do you, or you write poems as well?
Yeah.
And you said you rapped before in the past as well, and you can rap as well. That was the key line. Like what comes first? How do you layer it? Do you record an instrumental first, then write lyrics, or?
I like to start with a lyric or an idea. So I'll have a title of a song. Yeah. I always write down just titles, things that come to me from conversations, or something, you know, something someone says, which I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. And from then I just create the musical kind of landscape around it.
Okay. Yeah. And then how long does it take to usually kind of churn out a project?
I mean, it can take any time from 10 minutes to 2 years. Like, it is one of those things. But the actual, you know, the actual idea, once I'm into something, it's usually like maybe a day of writing and a day of of recording, and then I just come out like completely wired, and I'm like, where did this thing come from? You know.
So what's your like proudest track then?
My proudest track.
Yeah, it's a track that you're like, yeah, that like that's my favorite track of all time.
Yeah,
it's hard. I know it's hard as an artist.
Of mine.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I'd have to say sometimes, just purely because, you know, it's a song which kind of started off this whole journey, and it's a song which I just feel like is, you know, represents me best as an artist at the moment.
Yeah. And what do you do in your spare time? Because away from music,
spare time.
Yeah. Well,
what's that?
All right, cool. Sometimes there's no such thing as spare time. Yeah, but like, what do you do as a hobby or something else to get away from music?
I love to read. I love to watch films. I love to cook. I love scuba diving, which I discovered pretty recently, and that's now my thing. Every holiday I'm going on, I'm gonna be like scuba diving.
So you're not going anywhere cold then?
No, I'm not fond of cold water. I mean, I was in cold water for the video.
Yeah.
So, and that was a massive shock because a month before I'd been in Egypt in the Red Sea, and it was like amazing.
Nice and warm, and then you're jumping into the cold North Sea. Like,
it was not good.
not good at all. So Remote View is out on the 9th of October.
Yeah.
What can we expect from that? Is it feature? Are there going to be features on there?
No, it's all
straight you.
It's just me.
Yeah,
it's more of me.
What made you think about that? Or do that?
It's just like it just happened coincidentally. One of the songs is a song that I started off writing for someone else. There's a producer called Knox Brown.
Yeah,
who's done lots of really cool stuff, and I'm always like, oh my god, he's working with like Beyonce and Timbaland, all these sorts of people. And I started off writing it as a song for him in a session we did, and then it just ended up being something that I used instead, because I was just like, this fits what I want to do. Yeah, but apart from that, it's just all my production, all my everything else.
No, that's the way forward though, because more people want to hear more your music.
Yeah,
and from the sample of Sometimes, which is on about 50,000 views on YouTube at the moment, like people are feeling the music seriously, and it's on Radio 1 as well.
Yeah,
that's key. Hugh Stevens is supporting the music, and everyone else will be as well.
Definitely, that's the hope. Yeah.
It will happen. But what can we expect for the rest of the year then? Because I know you're going to LA.
Yeah.
I know you're not going to tell me who you're working with.
Yeah.
That's already a myth, innit? We already know that. Yeah. But like, what are you making the same type of music you're making here in LA, or is it a different vibe?
I don't really. I mean, maybe I should decide what I'm going to do, but I just, for me, music is really just about where I am at that point, you know, and how I'm feeling. And I think a lot of the stuff has been quite electronic because I'm one person in the room. You know, there's only so many instruments you can play. So I definitely want to. I'd love to have, you know, an orchestra play on a lot of my stuff and incorporate a lot more live instruments. That's the kind of plan going forward. And
what do you think? Where do you want to see yourself by the end of 2016? I'm not going to say 2015, but I'm going to say in a year.
So I would like to be in a position where like the album's done.
Yeah.
I'm like really, really proud of it, and other people are starting to discover it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that's literally all you're going to work on for now. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you can do. Like, you know, you can. I'm incredibly ambitious. Like, obviously, I want to be really successful, but you're not in control of those things. All you can control is what you put out, and then the rest is up to the world. Really.
That is so true. And we'll leave it there. And hopefully you could go like scuba diving in LA. You know, there are some spots that you can go.
As I was saying it, I was like, actually, yeah,
exactly.
That's a good idea.
Exactly.
But they don't have sharks there, do they?
You know what? Yeah, sharks could be anywhere, innit?
Yeah, that's true.
But like, as long as they don't kill you, you'll be fine, innit?
I'll be fine.
That is very few.
Yeah, the plan for 2016 is not getting eaten by sharks.
Exactly, innit? But you can get bitten in sharks here as well. Innit? Just be careful. Make sure you look around before you jump in any pool, innit?
I will.
So cool. So this was Myles. This is Myles Presents. Kyan in the building as well with me. Peace.
Thank you.
Cool. Safe for that, man.
Pleasure. Hi, this is Kyan. You're listening to Myles Presents.
And then we were watching as well.
Oh yeah, it's a video.